Okay, I'm Mike Petitdemange. I'm head of the Sustainable Property team, which is part of the Property Management Division in Dorset County Council. We are very pleased to have had these good results in the deck survey. Thinking about it, probably our success is down to a number of things, particularly that we've had a program, an energy efficiency program running in Dorset for probably over 30 years now, and we've been regularly funded for that program, which has meant that we've been able to have a consistency in the way that we address our energy reduction and reduction in carbon emissions. We've also managed to make good links and liaisons with different parts of our organisation so that we can inject money into maintenance programs to improve on the energy efficiency of the maintenance work. But we've also been able to work with our designers on the designing of new schools to try and make sure they're as efficient as possible. And we've also worked with our sustainability policy officers around working up strategies around sustainable construction and areas like that. So it's been I believe the broad approach that's been very successful for us, and the fact that we've had consistency and been able to plan into the future. We managed to keep always have good technical staff working. We managed to keep those staff, and thereby we've developed a very strong expertise, I suppose, within our team. As for challenges, I suppose working with a portfolio that is largely schools, 60% of our emissions are down to schools, and schools have a variety of pressures on them other than reducing their efficiency and reducing their carbon emissions. So it varies as to how easy it is to engage with schools, and therefore we have to try a number of different ways to do that, whether that's taking in theatre companies to work in the school to try and get emotional involvement from pupils, or whether that's taking in an energy trailer which we had to try and provide an educational input, or we actually produced a self-help pack for pupils so that they could go around and be a light monitors team at break times and lunch times and turn off lights that weren't needed and mark that off in the book and wear badges and become part of the solution, if you like. And pupils like that. They like to be involved, and they love the opportunity to take part in that sort of scheme. And I think the way forward, I suppose, is to continue to get schools more and more involved, and in order to do that, we feel there's a real need to have a dedicated officer who can work on schools, and a dedicated program for them to make it much easier for them to engage in the whole carbon reduction process. And in order to do that, we've employed a schools energy officer, and we've put together a schools carbon reduction scheme, which we're in the early stages of trying to roll out to initially some pilot schools, and then going on to the rest of the schools. And my officer, Stacey Forrester, will be talking to you hopefully at the same time as myself.